Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here in just a minute, but first, please go ahead and hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. Of course, first and foremost, you must go ahead and do that. Also, if you would, please go ahead and click the bell so you don't miss any of your notifications here. Don't mind my appearance. Again, went and did some yoga. Don't mind my crazy look. We're going to get into this Becky G reading, so let's find out what's going on with her. And we are going to go over her astrology, her current energy, just anything to do with creative or what she does for work. So let's get into this reading. So we're going to get into the astrology first. Becky G was born on March 2nd, 1997 at 10 p.m. in Inglewood, California, United States. She's a Pisces, and her moon sign is a Sagittarius, ascending as a Scorpio. She's a birth path of 4, and a little bit more about her besides the fact that she's only 5 foot. She's tiny. I mean, sorry, that's rude. She's she could be a little person, I believe. Or is that 4'8"? I think it might be 4'8". She's beautiful. Who cares about her height? Anyway, okay. Her name when she was born was Rebecca Marie Gomez. Her approximate birth time comes from blah, blah, blah. Okay, so professionally, she is known as Becky G. She's an American singer and actress. She first gained her recognition in 2011 when she was posting videos of herself actually covering popular songs online. And one of her videos that caught the attention of producer Dr. Luke, who actually offered her a joint record deal. Nobody cares about that either. So let's get into this reading. Okay, we don't need to know any further. I just wanted to kind of get a gist of where she was, who she is. Yeah, she's 5'1". Wow. Guys, that's crazy. Oh, really? This thing's old. Thank you, though. I mean, it's literally like old. It's like 4 years old, I think. All right. Lauren, thank you. Thank you. It's nice to have a compliment on an old shirt. How about that? All right. So we do have some in the energy, current energy, definitely her expressing her feelings or maybe being as honest as possible about something, maybe including just, I don't know, ingratitude, because that's the attitude and that's kind of the energy she's in. Just ingratitude, really expressing her feelings. And as far as being herself, she's definitely doing that. So she's being herself completely and just kind of almost the true winner if there was one, I guess, if that matters. 3, yeah, lots of change, lots of growth, lots of moving on up. Yeah, so she could currently be in a collaboration with somebody. So creative people, when they're inspired, they start sharing and really kind of like coming together and stimulating the mind, stimulating that creativity within each other. So I think that this could be a really nice collaboration. It's a new beginning, that is for sure. There's a lot of creation. There's a lot of growth here, and having a lot of gratitude is perfect. It's really kind of probably affirming everything that she's trying to do. So, and expressing how she feels, super, super important. Also, being as honest as possible, even if you're a little bit nervous or a little bit scared too. So I know, right? I have some old ass shirts that look amazing. I have a friend who has clothes from like the 80s. I think one of them was like, I think 84 or 82. I can't remember. It could have even been further back, but she'll like snag certain clothing items from her guy friend. He's an artist, but he has these really cool fucking clothes, and she will get to come home in something because he'll be like, here, you can have this or whatever. And so she comes home and she's like, look what I got. And I'm like, oh my God, that's fucking amazing. It's fucking amazing. Thrift shops. I know, right? Thrift shops rock. I love a thrift. I'm thrifty, but I haven't done it for a minute. My daughters don't like to go in those shops with me, so I don't really make it much to them, which is unfortunate because they're really rad. What is that? What is his name? Macklemore? No. I'm going to pop some tags. $20 in my pocket. This is fucking awesome. Is that thrift shop? Thrift store? I don't remember. Okay. Let's get into this reading. I was kind of excited to get into it because I don't really know much about Becky G, so I was kind of eager to see what was going on with her, what she was doing as far as a celebrity goes. So we're going to find out all about her first, and then we are going to move in and find out any big obstacles that she may have this month, any experiences that we need to know about, and everything around it, okay? This is awesome. Jiminy Cricket. That just went flying. Just flew across the room. Okay, getting into this. All right. So as far as she goes, she's a loving individual. She is, of course, your Queen of Cups, Queen of Water, definitely in that energy. She is empathic. She's pretty psychic. She may not know about that, or she may not quite sure, but she's a very giving, generous individual who is currently in an energy of generosity and gratitude and having an attitude that is fucking awesome. This is fucking awesome. Now I really got that song in my head. Everything reminds me of it now. There in the past, there was a little bit of low energy when it came to reflection or self-evaluation. Maybe just not wanting to look herself in the mirror, something to do with like a low energy situation or some sort of, because it really took her some time to get into a rebirth or renewal. So she must have had gone through something that put her in a place of, lack of balance in it for sure. No trust within herself or within the situation enough to make it so that she didn't even want to look at herself or evaluate herself at all. And upcoming, there's definitely no ego on this one. I mean, if she were to get into the ego, if she were to get into the illusions or, the images within the Hollywood or the scene or whatever, I feel like there definitely would be a huge dependency. But the only thing that's really egotistical about this beautiful woman is that she loves a good coat. Honey, she loves a good fuzzy, yummy blanket, maybe some candles. She likes aesthetics. She likes things to look nice. She loves the materials. She loves it. She loves money. She loves what it buys. She loves like excess. That's definitely in there for sure. For sure. Same. I love blankets. It's so weird. I have like blankets in every room. Like literally. Like I have a blanket for everything. And I'm like, no, that's the couch blanket. No, that's my bed blanket. No, don't touch that though. You can't use the blanket. Okay. Okay. I don't know who or what this is. There's definitely somebody she's dealing with. It's a very moody situation. Somebody who could have been codependent, maybe. Or she might feel like she's moving through the relationship a little bit needy. Maybe she's a little bit cold right now, maybe a little moody, but I feel like this person is very understanding of whatever they're going through. So this is definitely her lover. This is her romance. This is her relationship or whatever that may be, but this is definitely going to be a water sign. So the issue here is that she's a little dramatic, okay? And she's definitely in a place where she's less romantic, probably. She's less like loving and, she's got all these things going on, of course, so she's going to be a little bit cold. And she might even be a little bit intense and, kind of up and down, but that's just the way of it. And this person is extremely compassionate, trustworthy. They're very understanding of the situation. And I feel like they're just kind of like waiting with their hand on their heart. They're just like always around, just like green grass everywhere, green grass, green trees. I mean, this person is really nice, very grounded, very sturdy. It's a very nice pillar for her to go back to. Likely outcome of this is just, bringing a little bit more balance and just really accessing some sort of priority or, remaining a priority or, hey, reminder, I'm a fucking priority and just really getting playful with this relationship again, hopefully. Let's move into what it is that we got for the most present situation that we need to be dealing with or anything that is upcoming. Yada. I think we all like materials. I think we all like a nice fuzzy blanket too. Like, I think we all like a little shine. I mean, some of us like shine from like crystals or some of us like diamonds and that shine, or, something that glistens would be gold or like, a really nice rock or whatever. I think we like, the material of whatever. I think it's kind of the same thing though. Like, it's just the ego kind of running the show. Like, you should just be running around naked and happy, right? I guess. I don't know. Okay, so anything that is present and upcoming is some sort of awareness of something. So there is going to be some consequences that do come with this. This is something that is going to come in the form of a message. I feel like it's going to be information just kind of solely based in communication. I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal. I don't think it's going to bring confusion. I don't think it's going to be a crazy antics or anything like that. I do feel like it's surrounding something that will really empower her. So I think it's going to, as far as like searching and moving through any kind of situation, this is something she's experienced in. She's apparently, this is just indicating that she's experienced in communication loss or like feeling like you're lost maybe. But her search is always about that, that inner calm or like, how do I find fulfillment here? Or how do I get up this hill without really fucking falling down? Like, how do I get through this? She's very experienced in that for only being 25. So this is the awareness though, and the caution that she takes because of it is really a lesson that she has learned. She's learned to move through it with or without compassion. It don't matter. I mean, she's really seeking some sort of empowerment because of it though. She's going to get it. She's going to get it. So whatever information this is, whatever message she does get from this, and again, the consequences could just push her a little bit further into empowering herself, push her further into, that search that she's already very experienced in. This is the likeliness, the outcome of the situation is definitely going to be some sort of gossip. So kind of in dealing with this, she's already experienced in it. She's already dealt with it. Okay. And she's not going to be very outspoken about it. So she might not even speak on the truth of it because again, she's aware of the consequences and she's cautious. So I do feel like when she gets through this, I mean, she's not going to be immature about it at all. I mean, she may have a few things to say, but I don't know what it is. It could have something just to do with a mental struggle that she's dealing with as far as some sort of aggressive message or a message that just kind of like really pushed her into, being better or doing better or whatever it is here. It's something like almost like childlike bully. That could be a bully. The other page is this one. This one could be considered a bully. This person's lying, whatever it is. This person is lying. There's gossip going on here. I feel like if this person was to talk, they wouldn't talk. They'd be like yelling or aggressive. So I don't know if the message is so great, but this is definitely something that is very present or, kind of upcoming here. However, it aligns with her. Let's move into how she feels about herself. I want to know, how does she feel about herself? All right. So Becky G feels like she's an organized individual. She knows that she's young. She knows that she's got to hold on to her coin. She's really working on that. She's working on saving and being responsible and as supportive to herself and to others as possible. So she's probably, pretty traditional in her culture. I feel like she probably helps out, takes care, does what she can as far as like finances go. Very responsible person though. Anything kind of surrounding this is, there was a point where she didn't feel like she was progressing. There was a point where maybe, a partner of hers, was really adding to the irresponsibility or she wasn't reliable at one point. I feel like she's definitely planning or trying to plan because in the past, there definitely was some issues with not planning, especially when it comes to any kind of adventures or exciting moments or, inspiration or anything to build here. I feel like she wanted to be really prepared for. As far as the last card here, we've got our 9 of Pentacles that's in reverse. So yeah, she doesn't feel content yet as far as like being independent and really getting all the luxurious material. Like again, the materials, the coin, the focus, you can tell with this one is definitely business. It's business first and then the gold and then the materials and then responsibility and supporting. She's a rad lady. I can feel this. She's definitely a very rad lady. I don't think there's anything going on really terrible with her. Like where's the juicy stuff at here? Tarot, huh? Okay, let's get into how the world feels about Becky G. I'd like to know too, because I don't even recall who Becky G is really. I'm sure she sings one of those really fun songs though. I'm sure of it. If you guys know what she sings, let me know. Because I don't know everything. Okay, so the world does see her as maybe less intelligent as she actually is. She's very determined. She's very much in a place where she's pushing her path and she's determined with this. She's going to fucking win. She's going to use action. But the world doesn't see her in that sense. We don't see her in that place. We actually see her in more of a, almost like she could get angry or reckless. We feel like maybe the things that she does is meaningless, like just kind of the judgment of things. So kind of the overall scheme of things, or the focus point, is definitely that we see her in a place where she's really trying to have self-control. And it is very, when she's moving around, she's, in moderation. She's not utilizing every single fucking thing that she needs to here. She has some balance. But the idea that there's some wisdom or patience within her is something the world actually doesn't actually see. So we probably don't know her as well as we think we do. I really think she's just kind of, like a facade or whatever. Like when you're a celebrity, you have to look a certain way, but underneath the layers, I mean, there's so many different things going on. I just feel like there's less balance here when it comes to kind of like what we think, and we don't really trust it yet because she's probably newer than most singers or actors or whatever. Singing in the shower. I thought Becky G was that one. Megan. I thought when I was looking at Becky G, I literally thought she was going to be the Megan chick, the one who sings. It's in my head. I cannot stand her music though. What it's Megan G? I don't know if that's her name. She sings like these pop songs, and she's blonde. She's like it's just complete poppy and not hip hop. It's not rap. It's not nothing like that. It's not chick rap. It's not yelling. It's just very like little girl pop. Anyway, it's not her though. It was somebody else. Megan Tunnel, is that her name? Tunnel? No, I don't remember. Anyway, I'm going to move on. Let's get into a likely outcome for the next month or so. Megan Trainor. How'd you know? Like, I really described that shitty. You're good. You're good. You should be up here doing the reading. You're good. I don't know how anybody would have picked that up. That was a terrible description. I gave up halfway through. Okay, let's get into a likely outcome for the rest of this beautiful month, moving into our next month as well. So we'll get into the end of September all the way through into October. I know, that's crazy that you did. That is weird. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into this likely outcome. The likely outcome here is she's going to move through this month with a lot of passion, a lot of adventure. Again, she's in action. She is building. Her pace is probably not going to be as speedy, maybe as much as we thought, or as much as she thought maybe. The influences around her really being confident is that she is not multitasking. She's not putting in all of this effort to where her skin is completely thin and she's frail and she's dying because she, doesn't know how to put things in moderation. So I do feel like she is experienced in kind of like taking things easy or slowing things down a little bit here. Hold on. Hello, I'm live on YouTube. Well, I don't want you to not know. It's rude. Hello, you're live on YouTube. Say hello. What's up? Oh, have you talked to the boys? Oh, well, I told them I'd grab them, but nobody's answering. Okay. No later than 2 in the morning. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll just call you right back. Are you going to be around your phone? Okay, I'll just give you a call back after I'm off live. All right, bye. Bye-bye. This is my baby daddy. I got one of them. Just the one. Just the one with the kids. So anyway, we're co-parenting, and that's just a part of it. So sorry, I just wanted to make sure if he had talked to the kids or not. So anyway, let's get into this. So the reason that she is so confident, she is so passionate, is because there's speed. I mean, she's being pushed through this, but she is making it so that she doesn't wear herself thin. So she's not wearing herself down here. She really knows how to add to that structure and stability. But it looks like upcoming, she might get into a place where she probably needs to, meditate or something. The structure, the stability, manifestation, those are all things that come from recuperation. You burn out, you're not going to be able to do any of that stuff. So sit down, take a fucking nap, eat a cracker. Likely outcome is definitely she's welcoming in all of the things. She's believing in everything. She's definitely in some sort of place of, this is the beginning. I'm going to welcome it. Everything is brand new. All of these things are really important. And she dreams. She has a dream and she's dreaming. She's leaping. She's got faith. She's got a lot of hope. This is a really good, I want all the little girls to be looking up to this type of thing. Even if this is not who she is, if this ended up being somebody else and I'm reading, I hope that little girls are like this. Like, I want them all to feel this way, especially if they're dreaming about something real big, even if it's small. Even if it's small. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'll be back with my next reading. Lauren, thank you so much for the conversation and understanding everything I say. And maybe not understanding, but just knowing exactly what I meant. Thank you so much for the conversation, though. I appreciate it very, very much. You too. I will see you all later. Please go ahead, like this video, share it on all of your social media, get the word out. Hangman Tarot. We do a lot of celebrity readings, ghosted readings, general love. I do current readings. I'm getting into a little bit more of that. That's my first love, is kind of doing the zodiac readings. This is the other stuff that I started, and it kind of just exploded. So thanks to you all who have subscribed for your support. It's lovely. There's about 2,200 subs so far. So let's keep it up. I'm excited. Once we get to 3,000, I'm going to do something fun. It's going to be like silly. It'll be a good time. No, I should. My mom loved Princess Diana. Like, I remember when she passed away, my mom was hysterical. And I was like, damn. It's like, what is her problem? I get it now. But then I was like, and my mom loves Elton John. So it kind of went hand in hand. I remember it was like a big deal. And he sang this song, and I still have the CD from like the 90s or 2000s, whatever it was. So yeah, I will definitely look into that. That is a good idea. Other than that, please go ahead, share, like, and follow. Again, hope you enjoyed this reading of Becky G. She's a really rad chick. It turns out she may just be pretty rad. So other than that, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, y'all. I'll see you later. Bye.